All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're live and lively here for another episode of Mana'o at Home. Do not adjust the screen. I am live in the studio here at Mana'o. Actually, this is Mana'o's second home. This is Backlit Buddha Studio. Can you believe that we are live here? What a special place. It's been such a gift to the creative soldiers of Maui. And we decided to try something different. My tech ninja Cody said, come on into the studio. Let's do it live. So here I am, old school, live in person with the artist today. I'm very excited. We're going to have a big show. Before I get started, I just want to give big love to Michael Elam and everyone at Mana'o Radio for keeping this show alive. This is number 42, and we started modest, and it has become something quite mighty, and I'm very proud of it, so thanks so much. By the way, I'm Trish da Dish, in case you didn't know. Of course you know. Well, I'm here today with another exciting Maui musician. The best part about this show is that we're able to highlight musicians on Maui that don't necessarily, you may not hear about all the time. Or maybe this is your favorite artist and you don't get to see him out enough because of COVID. So we're really excited to have this artist here today. And she's joined by a very special guest and probably the best friend of Mana'o at Home. He's been such an essential part of this show. So we're really happy to have him here. So without further ado, we are going to welcome a very special singer-songwriter. Born and raised in Russia, then grew up in New York City. She's been all around the world, calls Maui home, but dreams of Amsterdam. I'm really excited to get to know her. She's a special lady, and we had a great conversation yesterday. And this is one of my favorite shows because I get to know her while you do as well. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we present Masha! You're humble and sweet. I like it. So I'm going to attempt your last name. Tretiakova?
Tretiakova.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tretiakova. Masha Tretiakova.
Yeah.
So born in Russia. Mm-hmm. Yes. We'll be talking a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
But Maui's been home for how long?
Full-time now, 10 years.
Oh, wonderful.
Full-time.
Welcome.
And part-time for much longer.
Well, wonderful. We're going to be sharing some original songs today. Yep, some original songs. And also she's joined by the string master, the tone hound, one of our favorite musicians and producers on the island, Justin Morris. Yay. Everyone's going crazy. The audience is going wild. So without further ado, everyone's here to see you perform. So let's get the party started. We'll talk story in between. But what are you going to give us for your first song today?
So we're going to start with the song called Fire. It is on this new album that I'm working on. However, it's an old song. I don't know how it made it on this new album because everything else on this album was written in the last couple of years. But this song is old. But I thought...
But new to us.
Yes, it will be new to you, and we will fire it up. And the song is called Fire. So here we go. The surf's a mess, I'm losing my way, I cannot understand, and I'm too tired to pretend. And I hear a voice say, don't worry baby, it's gonna be okay. You go into heaven, sweetheart, whether you fuck or you pray. I wanna dance with you, I wanna dance like you, but I'm scared. Hands awkward and my blood is turning blue. And I've forgotten how to laugh, trying to be good, but I'm not sure who is winning my right hand or left foot. Fire, your tongues are licking my desire. If you don't stop, we'll burn the house. My toes are melting in your mouth. I wanna swallow my pride, but my mouth is too dry. And what good are these pretty eyes if they betray surprise? Mistakes are many, condolences few, and I'm singing to keep from drowning in this mess of a stew. Yes, I was once made of color, 360 shades, but they told me I was a woman, and they named me Jane. I wanna live, but I'm dizzy, so I fall down and hit the floor. And they stumble on me the same way they do on a morning snow. Fire, Your tongues are licking my desire. If you don't stop, we'll burn the house. My toes are melting in your mouth. Your tongues are licking my desire. If you don't stop, we'll burn the house. My toes are melting in your mouth. Fire, your tongues are licking my desire. If you don't stop, we'll burn the house. My toes are melting in your mouth.
My next investment is the applause machine. So that, you know, the one you hear.
Yes.
Oh, that was really great. Thank you so much. Welcome to Mana'o at Home. We're here with singer-songwriter Masha. We're here for an intimate singer-songwriter storytelling kind of session, yeah? Mm-hmm. We're going to get to know you. Please. Now, you have very interesting songwriting. We were talking about this a little bit yesterday. It's a little piece of where, you know, everywhere you've been. Growing up in Russia, did you know that you wanted to, was music part of your life growing up, or art, or how did you find your voice?
Actually, funny enough, it was my parents sent me to this ballet school, but it was ballet school that also had like a singing part to it as well. And so I wasn't as good at ballet as I was at singing. So as this little 5-year-old, they put me on stage and I started singing, and they would actually broadcast this thing on TV, because in Russia there were only like 3 state-sponsored musical troupes for kids, and so they would show it every year on April 12th, which happens to be the day of the cosmonaut, when they celebrated, because it was the first Russian, Yuri Gagarin, who made it into space. And so April 12th was a big deal in Russia. It was a big deal being celebrated, and it was my mom's birthday. So every year on my mom's birthday, I got to be on TV.
Of course.
As a little girl, singing some song about the sky. So I started early, but kind of by accident. I wanted to do ballet, but they wanted me to sing. And so, but, you know, that wasn't the beginning of our career.
When did you move to Brooklyn? Or not, what part of
Manhattan?
New York? Manhattan.
I moved when I was 14.
Oh, wonderful.
I came when I was 14. Yeah.
That's an interesting time for a girl.
Oh,
that's like the time when you're like, who am I going to be? Oh, you know, 14. Yeah. Justin has a daughter. He's like, oh dear. Yeah. You have a daughter though?
I do.
Yes,
yeah.
You both
I have
are
a 9-year-old. Yeah.
Oh, 9.
Yeah.
That's a great age.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So what was it like, and then coming from Russia to New York City?
Oh God, it was so different, because when I came, Russia and America were very different, very, very different countries. We had nothing. I remember my dad.
We were spoiled rotten.
Oh God, yeah. My dad picked me up at JFK, and I looked at him and I said, he said, "Oh, you know, we have this and that. Let's go home. We're gonna have dinner." My girlfriend had prepared some dinner, and I said, "Dad, do you have bananas?" And he said, "Well, I don't know. Maybe we have bananas, but if we don't have bananas, we'll just go to the corner store and get some bananas." And I go, "Oh my God, you can just go to the corner store and get bananas?" Because where I grew up, we had bananas maybe once a year. Our parents would stand in line for about 2 hours in the winter cold, in the bitter cold. And then they would bring these bananas home, and they were green because they were green. And so they would put them up on top of the tallest furniture in the house.
So if you were bad, they're like, you don't get a banana.
No, well, just to ripen. But the funny thing is so we would eventually steal, them when they were like half ripe. And to this day, I only like greenish bananas. Yes.
There's plenty of those up country.
Yes, yes.
What a humbling story.
Yeah.
I feel like such a spoiled American.
It was very, very different. Everything was so different. Everything.
Well, we're so happy. We'll come back. Let's hear another song, then we'll come back and learn how you came to Maui.
All right.
I'd love to hear that.
Okay. What are we doing next? We're doing Share Your Heart. So this is, the song is called Share Your Heart. And I wrote it for someone who was complaining that all he had to give was his heart. So I said, okay, well, duh. So this song goes out to the gentleman who only had a heart to give. It's called Share Your Heart. Share your heart, share your love, it's all you got, so lucky. Share your heart, don't be shy, that's all the world ever needs. There's love in your cards, you just gotta know how to read them. There are roads with your name, you just gotta follow your feet. Place a bet, win a race, 'cause it always lands 50-50. Place a bet, lose a friend, 'cause sometimes it just doesn't land. Every step getting close to the love that we haven't known yet. Every breath is a chance to remember we're still here yet. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Share your heart, share your love, it's all you got, so lucky. Share your heart, don't be shy, that's all the world ever needs. We are all passing through on our way to the great unknowing. We are all getting by the grace of the steady beat. Take a turn, choose a life, 'cause it always lands 50-50. Take a turn, watch it burn, 'cause you still got a few to learn. Roads will lead, hearts will bleed, and truth never owes you nothing. But bonds that form in a storm will always live in our bones. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Share your heart, share your love, it's all you got, so lucky. Share your heart, don't be shy, that's all the world ever needs. You'll meet some on the way who will shatter your soul to pieces. And you'll meet some on the way who will hold you close while you heal. Say hello, say goodbye, 'cause it always lands 50-50. Say hello, never leave, 'cause today it is yours to keep. But when it's time, don't look back, say your eyes on the road before you. There are dreams still to come that will lay your mind at your feet. Share your heart, share your love. It's all you got, so lucky. Share your heart, don't be shy. That's all the world ever needs. We're all passing through on our way to the grave, unknowing. We are all getting by the grace of the steady beat.
I love that song. Is that the one in the video?
Yes.
Then it was filmed in Alaska.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about that because it's really well done. It's a nice video.
It's really well done. It's beautiful. It was, I mean, it's actually an amazing story. We really don't have time for it, but it was.
Well, she's like, we don't have time. We're gonna have to do some extra. Okay, this will be the B-side.
Yeah, but it is a really amazing story. Everything just fell into place. It was absolute magic. This video was supposed to be shot on Maui, and then something happened. And I saw this vision about shooting it in Alaska, and then these circumstances, just this confluence of circumstances brought me to Alaska, where I met the girl who her and her boyfriend are filmmakers, and we just hit it off, and this video came to be, and I mean, it was magical. Alaska absolutely stole my heart. It is
it literally is. You're speechless.
Yes, I mean, it is
That's
such
fantastic.
a magical place.
I know Justin loves Alaska too. There's so many musicians that have found such like a creative verve and songwriting there. You know, I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
is it the wide open spaces? Is it the cold? Is it there's not a lot of people?
It's stillness. A lot of it. I mean, to
Stillness.
me, it's the silence, it's the stillness, it's the vastness. You know, the noise just stops there, and also it's very stark. So everything, like, it's a very big contrast actually between Maui and Alaska. I think when we come to Maui's so fluffy and so forgiving and so sweet, and it's like all these frills, and,
like
and then you go
hugs
to
and
Alaska
kisses
and it's like bam, bam, bam. You're like,
Cold.
"Oh, okay, I'm here now. Okay, what do I need to? You know, it's just it's like a very stern, like father energy almost, you know what I mean? But like
you
in
in
a
your
good
place.
way. Yeah, puts you in your place.
Keeps
like
you on your toes.
Absolutely. And it's just, for me, that's what I need. I need that. Like,
Ooh.
come hither.
You're so wonderful.
Yeah, and it's just it stole my heart in the images, and you could see it. And one of my friends who is in the video, and he's from Alaska, so you know that was really cool. And his son is also from Alaska, so it was really just kind of brought together. Friends from Alaska. Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Whenever it's usually that's when the best songs come about too.
Yeah.
Later you look and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
that was the most beautiful journey.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, it was pure magic. Pure magic.
What are you gonna sing for us now? So the first song was called what?
Fire.
Fire. That
Yeah.
was really great. Okay,
This
and then
one's
share
called
your heart. And
Okay.
then
So now I'm going to sing a song called Being Danced. So this song is a bit somber. I wrote this song at the beginning of the first lockdown. So when the pandemic first hit, it was a kind of a very eerie time. You know, it was this huge shift. And I remember sitting in my house, I think it was April. Yes, it was. It was April. And it was, for a few days, I felt like I was just numb. I was just kind of sitting there numb. And then something happened and I just started weeping. It was like this iceberg melted and I started crying. And in those tears, this song came out. And so this is my COVID song, and I thought it was appropriate to bring it in. And it's a, kind of a beautiful song, and it touches on, it's still relevant, touches on where we are right now as humanity and where we have been. It's not as, we'll see. Anyways, it's called Being Danced. And this concept of being danced, I used to dance with this woman who used to say that, she said, it's all good when you're dancing, but it's when you're being danced. That's when the real dancing begins. So this song is called Being Danced. Sitting with the dying, being with the birthing, engines are on fire, our cocoons are bursting on this tiny planet where we're all connected. Someone painted borders, but they got transcended. We haven't prayed before, that way we'll have to pray within our every bone, with every breath we take and every breath we share, in sorrow or in song, that way we're being danced. We haven't danced before. In New York and China, sons and daughters crying, death transcends the borders. She's colorblind and to the broken mirror. Too long we've been looking until Italian tears rained on English pudding. And we haven't prayed before, that way we'll have to pray within our every bone, with every breath we take and every breath we share, in sorrow or in song, the way we're being danced. We haven't danced before. She's afraid and laughing, he's afraid and quiet. She's afraid and dreaming, he's afraid and hiding. Just finite and human in these monkey bodies. Life transcends the borders on this tiny planet. And we haven't prayed before, that way we'll have to pray within our every bone, with every breath we take and every breath we share, in sorrow or in song, that way we're being danced. We haven't danced before. The way we're being birthed, the way we're being tied, the way we're being lived. we're being cried, the way we're being loved, the way we're being forged, the way we're being danced. We haven't danced before.
That was fantastic. I love that eerie vibe to it. You created fog. Like it was
It's Justin.
I know.
He, when we were rehearsing,
He's ridiculous.
he picked up the sound. I have it recorded on the album without this sound, and I think the sound is fantastic. We might have to add whatever he's doing on it to the record.
He's becoming the most popular studio musician lately. And just to give him a shout out, I was going to give you and Gretchen a shout out. Gretchen Rhodes and him have a new song out, a new record coming out. So very excited about that.
That's awesome.
So Justin is just, yeah, you just elevate everybody. But he's fantastic by himself too.
Yeah.
That's what's such a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
It really means a lot to me to be asked to be here today, and thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so grateful you.
And I am so grateful. I have to say, it is such a big difference being in the room. Because for 41 episodes, I've been on a Zoom. So I wasn't like in face to face. Yeah, and I was in LA, and it was 3 hours apart, and I was like in Concrete Jungle, and he's in like Pauella, and it's just really, I'm really enjoying this. I feel like we're back.
Oh, I love it.
Human
I'm
connection.
So
It's
because I saw a couple of episodes where you were on Zoom, and
Yeah.
that's what we have to do. But
Yeah.
I'm so stoked to have you in a room.
It's way better. Yeah, I'm
So-
feeling like, so thank you so much to Cody, who is my tech ninja, convinced me to come in. Seth is here as well. And then we got Josh today on camera. He's doing some really cool things. I'm just really excited to see this episode. And don't forget, if you're just tuning in, you can go to monaoradio.com, and there's the Monao at Home link, and all the episodes are up there, and also the Instagram. And of course, we have YouTube Monao Radio. Killing it. We're everywhere. So this is going to be everywhere. Just get ready. I like your humbleness. It's fun. You have a silly undertone. Like you're serious, but I know you're silly because I know silly.
Oh, yeah. I'm self-deprecating. I'm
Most artists.
yeah.
So you're an artist.
Yeah. So I have a hard time, receiving,
That's the way. How did Maui find you, or how did you find Maui? I'm always interested how people come to the island.
Oh my God, it's another long story.
We are going to have another show with Masha.
Okay, we're gonna have to have another. Okay, it's really quickly. So 1998. I mean, I'm pretty old, but 1998. My husband comes home with a set of cassette tapes called "History Ends in Green" by Terence McKenna. I don't know who here knows who Terence McKenna is, but Terence McKenna is the man who is the most intelligent man in the psychedelic community. He is dead now, but anyway, so we start listening to these cassette tapes, and he says words like DMT and ayahuasca, and this is before it was in any magazine. This is we going what?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I found my way to Big Island 2 years later. Found Terence McKenna.
Yes.
Yeah, so we came into this seminar and met Terence McKenna, and I just had this whole thing. And so my husband and him became friends, and so it just became this whole thing. So we lived on a Big Island long time ago. And then my husband passed away, and then I ended up wanting to come back to Hawaii, but he couldn't quite do Big Island. So I came to Maui and met this incredible, actually yoga teacher. She taught Ashtanga back in the day. Her name was Nancy Gilgoff, and she taught yoga, and we became friends, and she took me to her house, and she kind of saved me from oblivion. And then, And then I kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And the latest installment is my baby daddy. My baby daddy. I told my baby daddy that if I was ever barefoot and pregnant, I could live on Maui. So as soon as I got pregnant, he was like, I found a job. We're moving to Maui. I found a job within 3 weeks. So we moved to Maui. And
now you have this beautiful
and
9-year-old.
I have a 9-year-old.
You're raising her in a beautiful place.
Born and raised.
Around caring people.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So Maui kind of,
embraced you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Maui does that,
It does. And it'll spit you out too.
Yes. Yes.
We're very lucky we've all been embraced, but I've seen the spit out.
Oh, yeah.
Love you, Mother Maui.
Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for taking us through your journey. What do we have next? We're
okay.
halfway through the show, folks. This is great. Thanks for tuning in. Woo, woo.
So this song is called Lady Margaret. This song is quite tongue-in-cheek. I don't write songs like this. This is probably the most pop song I ever wrote. It was inspired by a show that I saw in Kaupo of Citrus Mission and
I love that band.
right
They're fun.
and Deadbird. So
Yeah.
Deadbird and Citrus Mission were
We're
doing
big
a
fans
show,
of that band.
and I saw that show and I was like, wow, these guys are just having fun. Like, I'm so serious in my songwriting, and these guys are just having fun. So I came home that morning and I wrote this song. So thanks Citrus Mission and Deadbird for inspiring this this installment of this. I'm your lady, Lady Margaret, and I love you, baby. Yeah, I know you doubt it. I love you in the most incomprehensible way. Every idiotic thing you ever do and say. I love you when you're sunny, and I love you when you're dark, and even when you're wearing khaki shirts with white socks. And when you're acting like an asshole, you still turn me on. I love you when you sin by doing all the drugs alone. All the drugs alone. And when we could be dancing, but instead you chuck your beer, and I somehow still adore you, that's when it's clear that I am your lady, Lady Margaret, and I love you, baby. Longer than you doubted, I love you in the most incomprehensible way. Every idiotic thing you ever do and say. And I said I could never like a man who likes gold, or likes his beer as much as his banal rock and roll. I swore I'd never ever with a unicorn. Oh, daddy dear, guess I was wrong. I was wrong. 'Cause then you came along with your ridiculous eyes and turned my universe into a slice of cherry pie. And then you weren't shook 'cause cherry's not really your thing. You like it apple with a side of cinnamon sprinkle. But love is a funny, 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 funny thing. It can turn many an apple lover into a cherry fiend. And suddenly the unicorn is just another born man who loves this cherry pie while I am loving me a beer from a can. Lady Margaret, and I love you, baby. Longer than you doubted, I love you in the most incomprehensible way. Every idiotic thing you ever do and say, you do and say. I am your lady, Lady Margaret, and I love you, different.
I like that poppy song.
Yeah.
I was over here dancing.
Yeah.
That's catchy.
Yeah, it's a catchy.
You got me.
Yeah, it's a catchy, fun.
I threw in a unicorn. Why did you turn into? I don't. Your lyrics are fascinating. I would love to see your liner notes and see how you're like. I just want to read what's in this woman's head. It's fascinating. Now these are a collection of songs that you're going to be putting on an album with, and we love Justin. But who are some of the players on the island that you play with? Some of your trusty companions.
So on this album, most of the stuff is actually done by my recording engineer, the guy who I'm working with, Andrew Fowler, and he is
phenomenal.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Everyone loves him.
I mean, he is incredible. So most of the instruments are laid by him, like laid down by him. So guitars and bass and a lot of, the percussion and stuff like that. And then also I have another friend, Russell Halverson, and he has played some really cool solos and leads on some of the songs. And he actually even sang vocals on one of my songs, which I'm super stoked. So those are the people in the studio. And then those are the people that have come to the studio. And then when I play out, there's a couple other people I play with. I play with Michael Haber. He goes by Haber. Yeah. And then Russell's son, Sage Halverson, he plays bass a lot of the times when we play out. So
wonderful.
Yeah, so I've played
you've got that's some quality company you're keeping.
Yeah. I'm very lucky.
You're very blessed.
I'm very lucky. I've played with some great people.
And we'll hopefully have like a big show coming up soon. Maybe we'll see in the next few months. We'll get the band together and we'll play out live.
Right.
And then we can really scream, and it's just not me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm enough for you, but I will. I have a lot of energy. But one of the great things for Maui musicians, I don't know if you know about, but I want to definitely plug this, is Music Tonight. So like someone like Masha, if you're looking for something to do, it's just a great website. It's Music Tonight. And of course I'll post this up here, but it's of course sponsored by Backlit Buddha Studio, and Mana'o Radio sponsors it, and it's kind of like a music calendar.
Yes.
So
yes, I think our next show on the 27th is on it. We're playing at Aloha Aina, and we're actually also playing tonight at Tui's. I'm gonna.
Tui's.
Yes, we're going to Tui's tonight, so I'm gonna have some.
Double header.
So, Tui's is a really fun venue. It's been a great live place to play. They're so warm and welcoming.
Isn't it great to have live music again, everybody?
Yeah,
I mean, we created
really
the show out of the need to have music, but now it's just kind of become this, way for us to highlight the musicians and kind of get to know them. So thank you for coming and sharing on a gig night. Sorry about that. That's why she's got the lemons over there. We need more lemons. While I have a moment, I want to give big love to Tempa, Noor, Michelle, and Johnny for the Buddha crew, as we like to call them, for bringing this magical place together and offering it for Mana'o at Home and for Maui's creative creatures. I've just been loving all like the clips of everyone here rehearsing. Jimmy C was doing a video here the other day. It's just been so great. And let's keep it going. All right, cool. What do we got next, Masha? Masha. I love saying your name like that. Is that annoying you? Masha.
You know what it reminds me of? I went to boarding school in Concord, Massachusetts.
Okay. Oh, so I got it.
And so they would go, Masha.
Masha.
Just
well,
killer.
I'll try to tone it down a little.
I just
Masha.
But I've been called so many different, mosh pit and masha room. And somebody recently was like masha potatoes, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, I was trying to say mashed potatoes."
We're just jealous because our names are boring.
In Russia, my name is boring too.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? It's not some like fancy,
You're like, yeah.
Like my parents weren't hippies. I was just born in Russia.
Well, it's so interesting because I heard your name twice in the last few months, and I've never heard it before. But there's a show, Nicole Kidman plays Masha on that show, Nine Strangers or something like that. Yeah. It's a psychedelic show. I think you would enjoy it.
Would I?
Yeah,
okay.
Check it out. And her name's Masha, the lead.
Nicole Kidman. That's really, really funny.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, I swear, this is the funniest thing. When I was young, I would constantly get told that I looked like Nicole Kidman
Yeah.
because I have
I can see it.
curly-ish hair.
Yeah.
And when, that's weird.
And you have like a nice feminine soft vibe, but you're tough.
It's like super white. Nice. Now I'm gonna call this.
This is actually the whitest group in here. Me, Justin.
Nice. This is my nice feminine soft vibe.
We're delicate little flowers, okay? All right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we do. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's get back to the music.
All right,
On
so-
Mana'o at Home presents Masha.
Okay, so this song is called "End of Time," and I'm really stoked to do it. This is a mouthful. I mean, if you were wondering about what's in my head on the last song, you're really gonna wonder this time. All right, here we go. Whew. This is ridiculous, oh how magnificent. Playing in front of me is my private symphony. I couldn't make this up, it's as real can be. Can we right here, right now? I'm so down with eternity. This is so humbling, I keep on fumbling towards the mystery, rattling history. Mama, I'll be okay. Daddy, I'll be alright. I'm gonna take a breath and I'm gonna cruise this life. You are so beautiful, it's hard not to look away. Are you just passing through or are you here to stay? Panic inside my throat makes the words come out chaos-like. But I'll take another breath and I'm gonna cruise this life. Down the alleyway to the edges of universe, I'll follow you, my dear, so we can swim across an ocean of quantum goo. So at the end of time, I could become your kiss and blow my mind. And every smithereen will contain all the bits of me, eternal holograms in a hallways of DMT. And when we're passing through one life form to the next, I'll be the fractal eyes inside your interest net. Now particle, now wave. Sometimes we'll be the notes, sometimes the empty space. And one random sunny day, I'll tell you I wrote the song as a roundabout way to say, baby, you turn me on. This is ridiculous, oh how magnificent. Playing in front of me is my future history. But it is getting late on a rainy November night, so let's do right here, right now, like it's the end of time.
End of time. One of my favorite lines, you were rehearsing quantified goop. What is that line? What are you saying?
Down the alleyway to the edges of universe, I'll follow you, my dear, so we can swim across an ocean of quantum goo.
Quantum goo.
Quantum
yeah, that
goo.
is so. What a great line.
Ocean of quantum
And
goo.
you think about that.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I always like your music is creating a lot of visuals for me,
Yeah.
and that's like you really create an atmosphere. And I really enjoy your Instagram too. You can really feel a story. You know, it's like even some of your photos. I just am obsessed. Who is this photographer that you take these fantastic photos with? I mean, it reminds me of Bjork. Like ish kind of vibe.
You're talking about with
The circles,
with
and then
the-
and then all of them. Actually, I was looking back. There was like a skeleton one, and it's just beautiful lighting
Yeah.
and very unique.
Yeah.
Who is this photographer?
Oh, okay. Well, his name is Nick Posante. He actually lives on island, and he was the one who complained that he had nothing to share but his heart.
He's Oops. I hope he's tuning in right now, sir.
shit.
What did you do?
Oh no,
he made up for
I'm
it.
banned. Well, I mean, he inspired a beautiful song, but yeah, he's an incredible photographer. He's got a Instagram. I think it's 4ama44 at 4ama44.
Okay.
But I tag him on some of my
I saw it,
photos.
yes.
So yeah, he's very creative one-on-one. He does beautiful photographs, and he sees me anyways.
Well, you're very expressive, whether it's your songwriting, poetry, or visually.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell that you have a artistic model. You know, like you're part of the canvas.
Yeah, I like to play.
Yeah.
You know, I like to play with characters because I'm actually really like quiet and boring and introverted. But
So you like to create.
But I create. You know,
fun.
it's just it's that it's this moment where you get to kind of and it you know like that character, that alien character. That's actually probably the closest to my alter ego.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the
This is my
closest
first alien interview.
And that look was actually
Tell me more.
created by an incredible Maui makeup artist. Her name is Maui Mira. You've probably heard her name. She works on a lot of shoots.
Oh, wonderful.
And we have a video coming out. It's I'm not doing the song tonight, but it's on the album, and the song's called Enough. And so I needed an alien character, and she actually created that look for that video. And then I, kind of taken it and played with it.
I love it. It's fantastic.
It's in a music video. It's my alter
Do you?
ego.
How many songs you got? Because we got like 10 more minutes.
more
We
minutes.
get 2 songs.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
we'll do 2 songs.
What do we want to do that really pretty one with the Leslie? Let's do the one with the Leslie, and then we'll do either Darling or Apple Cider. Let's do
I
let's
like
do-
Darling.
Okay, so
Sorry.
we'll do.
That's the one I listen
So we have
to.
2 songs. Okay, so we'll do Darling, and so first song we will do is called Home Soon. I really like this song because it's a very simple song. It does not have any strange metaphors. It's the only song I have that does not have strange metaphors. It's very straightforward. It's called Home Soon. I'm falling for you again, like new every time again, like rocks and tides. I'm rambling, never mind. Your eyes steady on the road, reflecting the glow of moon. They like the devil makes 3. We will be home soon. Does this rabbit hole have a floor? Or is this a forever fall? I used to know it all. Say, do you feel it too? The way the fine lines connect, that somehow we belong. 'Cause I read the maps on your hands, your eyes steady on the road, reflecting the glow of blue. I really like that last song. We will be home soon. Oh my God! Thank you, Justin. This guitar just makes this song. I didn't want to do it, but when he started playing his guitar, I'm like, okay, we're doing this song. It's so pretty with what you're doing with it. Okay, so the last song we'll do for you is called "Darling." This is my favorite song.
Okay. Now, guys, don't forget, follow Masha. You have 2 Instagram. Which one do you like better? Because I saw you had 2.
Yeah, Masha TDMT is just music,
Okay.
and Transient Identity is more,
Personal sharing,
and music.
family. Okay.
Not but more, personal and music.
Okay.
And then
I'll tag it in all the posts, so make sure you follow her and stay tuned for her album coming out. And don't forget, the whole time, you guys can't see it, but her Venmo's been up. So make sure you tip the talent. Yeah, you get tipped for this.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
And actually 2 of the singles from the album, Share Your Heart and Apple Cider, are already out. So you can find them on iTunes and and
Great.
Spotify and wherever.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been episode number 42. We got one more song left. I want to give a big shout out to Mana'o Radio, of course, and Backlit Buddha Studios, and of course our underwriter, Small Business Venture Physical Therapy. So thank you guys so much. I'm Trish da Dish. Last song from our fantastic guest of honor, Masha.
Thank you. Thank you, Justin. I really appreciate your support. Okay. Darling, I'm feeling blue. I'm with the moon, but I'd rather with you. And darling, across the sky, the stars are shining while they die. Darling, this spoke again has got me stripping down to my shame. And darling, the road has been long. Let's break the spell now. I'm coming home. Yeah, I'm coming home. Darling, I'll go first. This is my glory, and this is my dirt. And darling, my darkness and light are of the same source, and I too shall die. Darling, I'll cry your tears. Life is so fleeting and love is so fierce. Heart is so tender and truth is so stark. God of creation glows in the dark. Yeah, it glows in the dark. Now it's your turn. How big your glory, how hot you burn. Let's build a fire out to the sky. Summon the fire through the night. Yeah, let's burn through the night. Yeah, let's burn, let's burn, let's burn through the night. I've got 2 pints of patience, 3 bushels of doubt, 12 packs of laughter and a 6-pack of beer. But it's the whiskey that tackles the fear. And sweetheart, everything dies. But if you run first, I sure will cry. But of this, sweetheart, you'll never know, yeah. 'Cause every good man does, he's grieving alone. Yeah, he's grieving alone. Yeah, he's grieving alone.
We didn't know that.
Okay, good. But
thank you,
Justin,
so much
for being so gracious. And
mahalo to Justin Morris for being here as our
thank
special
you.
guest. Make sure you follow him online. And Masha, it's been such a pleasure to meet you.